jail. Oh, God. Oh, God is good. I keep telling y'all, street got no God. God do not look out for street. Boosie really thought he wasn't going to jail for that pistol. I knew he was going. I just wait.
Cases stopped me from traveling all across the world making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over with.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else.
Well, Charleston White was celebrating you taking the plea deal. I think he even said he hopes you die in jail and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard.
The biggest thing right now was that you actually accepted a plea deal for your federal gun case.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been fighting this thing from the very, very beginning?
I've been fighting for probably 3 years now, probably.
3 years.
Boosie has been battling his legal troubles for years, and the fight has taken a heavy toll on him. He revealed that he's been dealing with this federal gun case for nearly 3 years. Now, facing a possible 10-year sentence, the internet immediately exploded with reactions, and the loudest voice came from Charleston White. As soon as news of Boosie's plea deal hit the blogs, Charleston went live, laughing uncontrollably, claiming he always knew Boosie would end up behind bars. He boasted that he had been waiting for this moment for years, even adding that he wouldn't mind if Boosie never saw the outside of prison again. Earlier this month, Boosie had already informed fans that he accepted the plea deal, worn down by a case that had haunted him relentlessly.
You were attacking Kanye because of the...
Nah, this Kanye West, it just happened. Nigga been coming at me. He been coming at me. It's just, you know, I can't respond to those people, bro. Like, that's a danger to what I got going on. You can't take no risk of losing this behind, you know.
Over the years, he has faced constant scrutiny, and even when he tried to step back from social media drama, the pressure never eased. At one point, he faced criticism for commenting on Kanye West's controversial shirt, yet he refused to respond to provocations that could jeopardize his case. The risk of saying the wrong thing was too high, especially since the legal system was already closing in. Even after the case had been dismissed in 2023, prosecutors came back in 2024 with a renewed charge, re-indicting Boosie and hitting him harder than ever. This time, the federal gun charge could cost him a full decade of his life. While Boosie turned to social media to express his faith and exhaustion, Charleston White was on the opposite end, celebrating live as though he had won the lottery. The contrast was stark. One man praying for strength, the other reveling in his downfall. Boosie's legal ordeal has been ongoing for years, but this particular charge proved relentless. Being a felon in possession of a firearm is among the toughest cases to fight, and even after a temporary reprieve, the federal authorities returned, proving they weren't done.
Going to jail! Oh, God! Oh, God is good. I keep telling y'all, street ain't got no God. God do not look out for street. Boosie really thought he wasn't going to jail for that pistol. I knew he was going. He going to jail. All that newborn baby. Boosie won't get to see that newborn baby till that baby be walking and talking. Boosie going to jail!
Exhausted and defeated, Boosie ultimately took the plea deal, posting on social media that he was tired of fighting and trusting God's plan. For someone who's survived decades of street life, health scares, and legal battles, this moment felt uniquely heavy. Fans quickly flooded Boosie's mentions with prayers and support, recognizing the weariness in his messages. Meanwhile, Charleston White turned the situation into entertainment. He went live with a huge grin, proclaiming he had predicted Boosie's fate all along and even expressing that he hoped Boosie would die in prison. It was harsh and shocking, but it aligned with Charleston's reputation for outrageous trolling. He wasted no time turning Boosie's very real struggles into an online spectacle, even before Boosie could fully process his situation. This tension isn't new. The beef between Boosie and Charleston dates back to late 2022, triggered by Kanye West's White Lives Matter shirt. Boosie criticized Kanye for disrespecting black people, but Charleston immediately attacked Boosie online, escalating the feud. Charleston didn't stop at Boosie. He dragged Boosie's son, Tootie Raw, and even King Harris, T.I.'s son, into the conflict, making personal attacks and predicting legal troubles for them. Remarkably, Boosie remained composed, refusing to retaliate publicly. In interviews, he explained that responding recklessly could land him back in prison, especially with children now involved. His calmness showed fans that he wasn't scared. He was strategically avoiding traps set by Charleston, who was notorious for provoking and manipulating situations online. By early 2023, the conflict intensified. Charleston targeted T.I. over a paperwork party, prompting Tootie to respond by insulting Charleston. But Charleston escalated, going live to make deeply personal threats, even wishing harm on Boosie due to his son's words. Weeks later, Tootie faced gun charges, and Charleston openly claimed responsibility, boasting about alerting authorities and providing evidence. He framed it as if Boosie was a criminal mastermind using his children for dangerous acts, turning online trolling into real-world consequences. The situation highlighted how the feud had moved beyond internet drama. Charleston's relentless and provocative behavior forced Boosie into a defensive position, leaving him exhausted and cornered. The plea deal, though devastating, became a necessary step for Boosie to preserve what little control he had left. This case illustrates the extremes of public scrutiny, social media pressure, and personal attacks intersecting with real-life consequences, where online beefs can have life-altering ramifications. Boosie's story is a stark reminder of how quickly entertainment can blur with reality, how personal attacks online can escalate, and how relentless trolling can add real stress to already high-stakes situations. Amid legal battles, social media chaos, and family entanglements, Boosie's experience underscores the challenges of navigating fame, public opinion, and the justice system simultaneously. Less than 3 months after a court appearance, Boosie was arrested in San Diego, and as expected, Charleston White went live on Instagram, grinning from ear to ear. He framed Boosie's arrest as part of God's plan, even likening him to Daniel in the lion's den, turning the rapper's misfortune into a spectacle of spiritual testing. While Boosie tried to stay composed, Charleston was clearly reveling in the moment, treating the situation like his own personal comedy. By early 2024, this feud had moved far beyond rap drama and spilled deep into internet culture. Boosie avoided appearing on Aiden Ross's stream, wary of Charleston's name coming up, but Aiden falsely claimed he turned Boosie down to remain loyal to Charleston. That lie spread like wildfire until DJ Vlad exposed it, highlighting Charleston's controversial past, including previous praise of Hitler and Holocaust denial. This incident showed just how far Charleston's influence reached, with even smaller streamers using his name as clout. Charleston didn't stop there. By March, he claimed Boosie was telling promoters not to book him, and turned it into a full-blown rant, claiming he had alerted the feds and was ready to get Boosie locked up over supposed threats. He dragged Boosie's health into the discussion, mocking him online and insisting the FBI was monitoring him. Proof be damned. Charleston's loud assertions alone made the rumors feel real. Boosie even admitted to getting calls from inmates asking, "When are you coming in here with us?" Imagine carrying the weight of a federal sentence while being taunted by people behind bars before even serving time. Insiders reveal Boosie never intended to take his case to trial, opting to accept a plea deal instead. Considering Charleston's history, that decision makes sense. Imagine Charleston showing up in court, the same man who thrives on chaos, turning proceedings into a circus, pointing fingers, possibly testifying, then rushing online before the judge's gavel even falls. Charleston has a well-documented past of cooperating with authorities. When he was just 14, he participated in a robbery where another teen fatally shot a man. Charleston testified against his own crew, a move considered unforgivable in street culture, yet he never shied away from owning it, claiming it was survival, not snitching. This background explains why Boosie avoided the courtroom gamble. With someone like Charleston lurking, a trial could have been catastrophic. He would have turned the courtroom into his personal stage, pointing fingers, cracking jokes, and then boasting online about putting Boosie behind bars. That's Charleston's style, turning real-life situations into theatrical spectacles. For Charleston, this isn't just another rapper facing legal trouble. It's karmic validation for years of trolling. Every jab, online rant, and feud dating back to 2022, including clashes involving Tootie Raw, arrests, and snitching discussions, feeds into his narrative. He may have been waiting, even praying, for this exact moment, Boosie facing a decade behind bars. And the kicker? Boosie hasn't even begun his sentence yet. With the plea deal looming, that 10-year stretch feels imminent, while Charleston dances online as if the victory is already his. The streets are split, some laughing with Charleston, others watching silently, unsure if Boosie's fate will finally be sealed. But one thing is clear. If Charleston is this loud while Boosie is still free, imagine the chaos he'll unleash on sentencing day. The internet won't just react, it will explode, with Charleston front and center, treating it like his championship parade. If you've been following Boosie's story and the dramatic feud with Charleston White, stay tuned, because this saga is far from over. Make sure to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for the latest updates and deep dives into stories the mainstream media won't tell. You won't want to miss what happens next.